Good afternoon. We are here in downtown Reidsville at one of our businesses that are celebrating 1 year in business, and here with one of the owners, or you'll hear about what the story is with that. It's a family business. Skeeter Coates, tell us why you opened this business to begin with, you and your family.
We were being overrun by antiques for one thing. No, we've been collecting antiques and items for years, and literally we were being somewhat overrun with it. And but Shannon, our son, who's a police officer here in Reidsville, had located a couple of estates and was able to secure those, and so we brought those in. We needed a place to put them, and we couldn't keep them in our houses, and so we found this place here, the old Swan Paint Company, and so we opted to lease this, and so this is where we started our business in October of last year.
Right.
And took a leap of faith during the COVID, and so we've been here a year now.
Well, you know, it's really wonderful to have somebody local, a family business. You know, their son still works for the city, he's going to retire, I think in a few years here.
A year or two, yeah.
But went ahead and took this leap of faith, and I know I started in September, and they opened shortly after that, and as several other businesses have opened here in Reidsville during COVID.
Correct.
And I just love the story that you had too many antiques that you were bursting at the seams. So were you selling them out of the house prior to that?
No, not
just
at all.
Collecting.
Yeah, just collecting, and then once he was able to secure a couple of estates is when we decided that we needed to open a shop. And so we came and opened this. And 80 to 90% of what you see here in this store is Reidsville items.
Well, that makes it really a great hometown business.
Right.
And what made you choose downtown versus some other options you could have picked?
Well, I mean, I'm a native Reidsville. I was born and raised here. Reidsville has had, through the years, a history of being a good downtown, being a good supporter of the downtown. I mean, you can look back at some of the old movies and so forth from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and you can see how vibrant it was at that time.
Right.
And we're hoping that can still be possible. That it, you know, I can remember seeing some of the movies and the women wearing their gloves and their hats and, you know, going shopping and all of that. And so, you know, that, I guess we wanted to be part of the downtown scene.
And we are so glad that you're here. And I
Thank
think
you.
what's great about our downtown is stories like this. You've got the mix of the old and the new. You've got natives. You've got people that have moved from other states to be a part of our downtown. And we're just thrilled to have you.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about some of the products you have in the store.
Well, we like to feel that you know, we like to hunt it, find it, and then, you know, pass it on, passing history on to other people, local, whatever. But we have folks, Jill, that's been coming in here from Virginia. The gentleman that just left, as you all were coming in, was from Virginia. We've had them come in from Chicago, Illinois. We've got product that has gone there. We've got product that has gone to Florida. We've got product in Tennessee that people, I don't know, you know, I guess the Facebook and all that, which we're on a lot of people check that out. They see it, they come, they travel and take trips and so forth. But we've got people coming from all over. This is not just Reidsville people coming to shop. And but we want them to, by all means. Some people come in, I think, sometimes and think this is a museum, but it's not.
Well, it is kind of laid out, the way it's laid, it's very easy to flow through this store, and you kind of feel like you've maybe walked into somebody's home, and that's what I really love about your space here. And I know that we probably did some scanning photos of it, and I know you've got some props for us today.
Yeah, we wanted to share.
Some local,
sure, we wanted to share some things. The milk bottles is, for one thing, that's a big collector's item.
Right.
This is the Chinkapin bottle from the farm.
And that's great.
Now
history here.
Yeah,
yes.
there are two bottles from Chinkapin that we're aware of. There's one for the Chinkapin farm, and then there's another one, Chinkapin Dairy. We don't know really which one is the oldest. We're going to say and think that maybe the farm is, but we don't know for sure. But that's a good, very good collectors. They're rare. You don't find them everywhere. So that's a good little piece right there.
Yes.
The other one here, a lot of people probably didn't know it, but our former mayor and Councilman Clark Turner. His family had a dairy here, Turner's Dairy, Reidsville, North Carolina. And you know, they ran that for years. It was probably one of the oldest as well here. So we've got a bottle, we got a couple of these bottles. And then also the old standard Pine Hill that used to be here out off of near the high school, off of South Park Drive. That was the Pine Hill Dairy one there. And so they've made that now development out there and so forth. But they used to have a drive-in downtown here, or well, out near J.C. Park. That years ago you could drive in and get your ice cream and so forth. The other thing I wanted to share with you is R.P. Richardson. A lot of people knew the family, the Richardson family here. They're big name.
Right.
And we've got a little item here about R.P. Richardson. This is the, I guess you might say, the forefather of the Richardson family here in Reidsville. And he was big in tobacco. He founded a lot of tobacco products here in Reidsville, chewing tobacco, pipe tobacco, cigarette tobacco, and so forth. But also, a lot of people didn't know this, but there's also a shoe polish company that was here in Reidsville.
Okay.
And it was called the New Shine Company that was located here. And this building is still standing. It's down here across from the post office in Saunders Hardware.
Yes.
It's where I think it is Skip Mabry's detail shop, where he does that. And this is one of the bottles that was found. You can see on the bottom here that this is one of the New Shine bottles. Very rare.
So in other words, when you come into Coates Collectibles, you're walking down history lane.
You are.
And I think, you know, like you said, you have a lot of people from out of the area, but the locals can come in and find things that their grandparents and parents grew up during the time that some of these products were available. So,
correct. I know you got to move on, but I got to show you one more thing.
Okay.
Okay, at least that if we can't do anything further.
Let's see it.
This quilt right over here, if we can move over this way, I can bring it over to you, whatever we need. This is a quilt that I'm going to let you read what it actually says.
Assuming I can read this with no glasses on. You have to turn it the other way.
We're upside down. All right.
Down.
Good deal.
All right, let's see if I can read this now. Tennessee Beauty, it says. This quilt was made in 1852.
Correct.
By, if I can read that, Margaret
Feezer.
and Feezer, age 16.
Right.
Material dyed with cherry bark and green rye.
Right.
Now owned by Margaret Allen, great-grandmother.
Right.
Wow. Now
And
that's a little piece of history right there.
That's history. And we're looking for a conservator to get in here and, you know, appraise this for us, because this is
amazing.
handmade.
Yeah.
And it is very, very rare.
So
1852.
You can find some treasures
Right.
in all these types of little stores. So come down and visit
Sure.
the family and Coates Collectibles and
Well,
come
we
check
encourage
it
you
out.
to.
We welcome you to downtown Reidsville.
Right.